Hello friends and welcome to my channel. Today we're planning at the week of February 24th through March 2nd. I will be using this Part of Your World kit from Planner Pixie Co. It is very clearly Aladdin inspired. I did swap this art for the Leonard Designs How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days kit because this week was the week that the Tales of Agrabah, Disney Dreamlight Valley realm came out, the big update. So there was a lot to do with Aladdin and Jasmine in my week and in the game this week. So it only felt fitting to use a kit that kind of fit the theme of that because it just, like I said, was a big part of my week and a big part of decorating my valley and unlocking their realm and all that kind of stuff that goes with it. So that's why I made the switch. I did go ahead and pair this with a Scribble Prints Co. foil bundle that is a mixed metal in gold and pixie gold, or champagne lights is what she calls it. I just feel like it popped against all the colors. I was originally going to try to go super matchy, but the gold just added this super luxe richness to the spread, and I regret nothing. And I will, of course, have the font I use linked down below. I did format my own scripts as always and order a custom from Plan a Hannah. You can save with Rosey15 at Hannah's shop. It was really fun matching the font of the spread. It just really tied the whole thing together, and I did go ahead and pull in character stickers from Once More with Love to tie in the Aladdin elements, kind of mix them in with my RoseyPlans stickers, and then the icons from the foil bundle. I'm not seeing any other shops upon first glance, but if you have questions, you can always ask them in the description box down below, and I'd be more than happy to get back to you. While you're down there, if you haven't, hit that red subscribe button. There's like a good portion of you, according to my analytics, that haven't. I'm looking at you. Become one of my friends here on my channel. It's not that hard. And then if you all want to give this video a thumbs up, it really helps me out as a small part-time content creator, especially since there's not that many of us doing this kind of planning style anymore. Any little bit helps. Give this video a thumbs up. I would really, really appreciate it. But even if you don't do any of that, I appreciate you just for being here today. Yeah, I don't know what else to say about that. And Lucy and Olivia, my cat and dog, are in the house just living their best lives. So if you hear them, I do apologize, but there's really nothing I can do about it. Yeah, so this week that we're planning for, a lot of Disney Dreamlight Valley was played, like almost like comatose status, especially Thursday, my day off. It was really hard to tear the game out of my hands. It's always really exciting. I feel like I don't think we have gotten a new realm since Mulan, which came out, I want to say in August. So it's been a hot second since we had an update like this, and it was everything I needed in the game. And I want to say this was the date of the start of the new Star Path as well. So all sorts of new, and as always, it was Wednesday, so the new items came out in the game. This week I did finish reading Restless Stars, which was the final book in the Zodiac Academy series, or the final full book in the series. It's always hard finishing a series. It feels like a breakup because you get, especially this series had 9 books in the main series and then 5 in a spin-off series I read, and several novellas up to this point. And then this week I did read the last novella in the series, which is Liv and Lionel. But yeah, it's just really hard, even though I was still going to be living in the world, knowing the main event it's over, which is a shocker. Then I went ahead to read, I don't even know what I can't think of what it's called right now. But it's like Caged Wolf, Wild Wolf. It's all about the wolves, and they're in Darkmoor Pen. That doesn't sound right now either. Oh my god, I'm embarrassing myself. But either way, the spinoff series that I started reading after this, like I said, which was Caged Wolf, which I started this week, I loved that series. Like, loved. I wasn't ready to love that spinoff series like I did, but yeah, I ate that up. And I do feel like in order to get the most out of that series, it definitely is beneficial if you've read all of the Zodiac Academy, and then the other series is the spin-off series about it's called something Fae. They're all like Vicious Fae, Warrior Fae. It's another spin-off series that takes place before it. I feel like you need to have read those 15 books before you go ahead into the series. So if you want a committed relationship with the series, I highly recommend it. It took me from about October-ish, November-ish, till March to complete it, just depending on how fast you read, just timeline-wise. I know you all are probably sick of hearing me yap about it, but it was so good. So good. If you're into fantasy, romantasy, if you like some smut, maybe a little bit of kink here and there, you would like it. I don't read books for the fantasy or for the romance or the smut. I'm here for the story, the plot, the adventure, the world building, and I still enjoyed it. If that tells you anything, it was a good time, and it's one of those that I'm like, damn, I never get to go back and reload that for the first time. Like one of those, like a Harry Potter, a Hunger Games, like one of those big iconic series that just sticks out in your head, that will never leave you. This is one of them. So yeah, highly recommend that. Then this week also, I haven't really talked about it because I try not to talk about it because I know it can be triggering for people. I'm going to talk about my weight and my body. So if that's triggering for you, you can skip ahead a bit. But this week I did fit into some clothes that I haven't fit into since before the move, and I was not prepared for it to the point that I cried. It's weird. Even though I've lost like 30 pounds from my heaviest, I still feel like I'm that size. I don't feel like I've lost 30 pounds. So it's weird to try old clothes on and have them fit me still. Like my brain is not comprehending that I'm like back down to the size I was like pre-COVID. So that happened this week, and I still can't get over it, if you can't tell by how I'm talking about it. I have worked really hard for it. It was on purpose. This was something I wanted to do for myself and my self-confidence, although if I still feel like I'm the old me, is it really helping? I don't know. Slowly but surely, I think it is, as my brain's starting to realize like it is reality and it's not fake. I don't know, it's a whole weird mind game, honestly, and I think it's also confusing because I have a lot of clothes that are like so incredibly stretchy that they fit me now and then, so my brain's like, no, look, like I'm still the same, but like, you're not, you know? But that was something I wanted to celebrate this week, because I did really... I just feel like it was one of those moments to celebrate in my life. Also, this week I started rewatching Being Human. It was a show that was on Sci-Fi. It actually was a show that was in the UK that the US ripped off. I've never seen the UK version, so I can't tell you if it's better, but probably. But I used to love the US version, but it was back when, like, DVR and TiVo were a thing, and I missed a couple here and there because I was at makeup school and I wanted to restart watching it, so I have, but it's been on pause because I can't pay attention to it. And now if I have a show that I have to pay attention to, I found another one. So we're kind of going in and out of that series, all that to say. But again, if you're into vampires, ghosts, werewolf, creatures of the night, intermingling in the normal, mundane human world, and you don't mind like a little bit of like early 2010s like cheese factor in there, it's a good show. I'm watching it on Hulu. Peacock. Oh, I think it's on both. Oh my gosh. Either way, I highly recommend. Getting into the day by day, Monday, February 24th. This day I started my week by sleeping in, which is always such a glorious way to start the week. Then I played some Dreamlight Valley, getting ready for the update as much as I could. It's hard being a player in that game that's been playing catch up for a long time. If you have always been caught up since the game's inception, I feel like it's way easier to play. I don't know how new players can handle anything like the star pack. I feel like you couldn't get anything done. Then I did some planning. After that, I did my workout, which was legs, and I ended my night by coloring. Moving into Tuesday, February 25th, this day I woke up and did my makeup and went into work. Then I treated myself by tanning after work and playing some Dreamlight Valley. I went ahead and did my back and bicep workout as well, which is my favorite workout of the week. Real time, I can't wait to get back to working out. I've been kind of sickly lately, trying to fight something off, and then I ended my night by coloring. Wednesday the 26th, I woke up and I did my makeup and I finished reading Restless Stars this morning, aka I was listening to it. And then I went to work, and then at work, one of my coworkers surprised me with one of my favorite Starbucks teas, which was really sweet, so I wanted to put that in. Then I used this Jasmine and Aladdin sticker to mark that the Tales of Agrabah update came out. And then, of course, I had to also mark date. Mark this day that I played Dreamlight Valley as well as the update. And then I started reading Live and Let Lionel, which is probably my least favorite of all the novellas, honestly. And I watched Being Human this night. Here's a close-up of February 24th through the 26th. This art and the way the gold pops just sings to my inner planner girl soul. Moving into Thursday the 27th, I woke up this day and I slept in. Nobody's shocked. But at least I'm back to the point where I'm sleeping and not staying up all night. Am I right? And then I was basically just like rotting on the couch playing Disney Dreamlight Valley for the majority of the day. I did get myself up off the couch and do my leg workout, which if you know how much I hate legs, I feel like I deserve a reward for that. But the reward I got, however, was having a mental breakdown because I was like, oh, look, I'm alone all day and nobody's texted me. I'm pathetic, me. And then I ended my night by coloring to just zone out and have some me time. Moving into Friday, February 28th, this was payday. Yeah. Love it. So I used a RoseyPlans piggy bank for that. I miss these piggy banks at Carly's. She's now changed them and they have a little coin coming out of them and I like these better, but either way. I did my makeup and then I went into work. After work this day, I did go tanning, which again, you all can yell at me for, I don't care. Then I did my push workout and played some Dreamlight Valley. After that, I did some coloring as well, and then I finished out my evening by finishing Live and Let Lionel. And I want to say that meant I had finished 5 books in the month of February. So that was 10 books so far in the year. For those of us who are counting. Moving into Saturday, March 1st, I slept in this day, and then I had a lazy morning and played some Dreamlight Valley and did some planning. Then I did my full body workout and had another breakdown. This day I started watching House of Villains season 2 finally, and I ate that up. I'm very annoyed with Jesse. That's all I'm going to say still to this day. I can't stand him. Mr. Spectacular. Anyways, and then this day I started reading Caged Wolf, which again, I loved that series from Caroline Peckham and Suzanne Valente. Moving into Sunday, March 2nd, I did my laundry, which was washing my sheets. I did my makeup this day, and then I marked that, oh my God, I'm in my old size. I cannot believe it. And I am putting that half box on the wrong side. There, is she going to realize it yet? No, maybe, yeah. And then I went to work, which was the whole point of getting dressed. I have a really hard time getting out of pajamas in days that I don't work, unless it's to work out. Anything else, it's like, do I have to waste real clothes, getting dirty, to go out on my days off? I don't know. Anybody else? This day, the NASCAR race was at COTA, the Circuit of the Americas. Not my favorite track, but we mark it every week regardless. When I got home from work, I played some Dreamlight Valley and I watched House of Villains. I want to say that was the day I finished season 2, but it might not have been. And then I went ahead and did a voiceover this day because I was like, you know what? It's about dang time I start getting videos back up. Like, this is a bit ridiculous. So this was kind of where it started, and here are my leftovers. Did I call it part of your world when I started this plan with me? It's a whole new world, whatever, tomato. We all know I'm a hot mess express here. And here we go ahead with the gorgeous scripts that Hannah foiled for me and that full box overlay. That's just where I decided to mark how many books I read for the month. I feel like April's not going to be as high, but only because I've read long books, like longer books versus, shorter books. What am I even saying? Does she even know? This is my third voiceover of the day. If you are actually watching this, and it is Thursday, then I got my goal done of getting these videos up and not having to stress for my trip, which is really exciting. And I'm really proud of that, actually, especially considering what a slump I've been in, forcing myself. That sounds like a negative thing, but I've actually been really enjoying planning, but has been really good for me. So on that note, I hope you all enjoyed hanging out with me today. I appreciate you choosing to spend your time with me more than you know, because I know how precious our time is, especially these days. Just know if you need one to talk to, my DMs are open for you on Instagram. It is RoseyPlans, like it is here. You are definitely not alone, and you are enough, and you are not a burden, and I hope you know that, and I look forward to hanging out with you in the next video. Oh my goodness, bye.
Hold me close till I get up. Time is barely on our side. I don't wanna waste what's left.